is a pain that is difficult to use dictionary to define, and that is the pain of marrying somebody and discovering that they are a stranger. I mean, you now have to live with a stranger. You wake up every day realizing this was not what you agreed with me. They are a stranger in behavior, a stranger in value, a stranger in commitment, a stranger in love. Let me just tell you the truth. There are men who want a wife, but they don't want to be a husband. And there are women who want a husband. They don't want to be a wife. They like the photos, but they don't want the commitment. They like the ceremony, but they don't want even the marriage. These people are very selfish. They are loyal to themselves. Some of them are very narcissist. Who they say they are when they met you and agreed with you is not who you are now living with. Who are these kind of people? Signs that you are married to a stranger. Number one, no goodbyes, no welcomes, no hellos. When they wake up in the morning, they wear their shirts and they're just, or blouse or whatever, gown, and they just go out. If you don't make an effort to greet them, they will not greet you. And they will not bother whether you greeted them or not, or vice versa. No welcomes, no goodbyes, just no hellos. They just enter the house, they go out, they come in. Another sign that you married a stranger is that they sleep in separate rooms. This solo syndrome is very common to them. Just do your own and let me do my own. Another sign is that they prefer the office instead of the home. They prefer to hang out with their friends instead of to hang out with their family. They don't have time to spend time with their children. They praise outsiders more than they do to the people inside the house. I mean, you can go to the salon and because of them do a very special hair, they will not say anything about it. They won't even know as if they saw you. But when somebody else outside does hair that is even less than, oh, you are looking very beautiful, oh, you are looking very, then you, the wife who stays with him, will be wondering, what is happening here? You cannot compliment me in the house, but a total stranger who does not even need your commitment, you shower them with. They can even say, in fact, let me pay for that hair, let me pay for that hair, but he has never paid for your hair one day. In fact, to even get him to give you money in case you're asking him for the money for the hair, it's a problem. It can go both ways. It doesn't have to be, I have to have a reference point. They dislike or avoid your family. If you want problem, now let anybody in your family show up. What are these people doing here? How long are they staying? Your mother is here again. What does she want? But when their own family members come, this is my house, this is my house. Or like one of my sons experienced what your mother is coming. What are they coming here to do? You married a stranger. They don't have any moral compass. They don't have any respect to the marriage covenant. They are ready for sleeping around anywhere. They don't care whether you can see them or look at them. They flirt around with all the men around. They flirt around with all the girls around. No moral compass. Every society is looking at this person, a married woman. Can a married woman behave like this? And look at her husband there and she's flirting around with men like this. Look at his wife there and she, even with their finances, they are more good, is that grammar correct, to people outside than people inside. They can spend their kobo to go and bail out somebody out of a deep problem, get the money to pay for their children's school fees, or to pay the rent, or to meet the basic bills of life is a struggle. So when somebody like that, the wife start complaining that my husband, the wife will now look like a bad person. This man that is so good to everybody, so good to everybody, so good to everybody, is the person you are seeing is a very bad man. He helped this person, he helped this person. This woman, you must be a wicked woman. These are the people who are so good outside. They are a problem for the people inside. Some of them are not ready for God. Maybe you married them because you met them in church. Oh, she's the one always standing in front of the church. And then you're like, this is a very good sister. By the time you brought her to the house, you married an anti-God movement. God will deliver you. It's that about Jesus. Don't mind my laughing. Maybe you married them because the pastor said, oh, that guy is a gentleman. He's a gentleman. You are not married to him and discover that he's a stranger. I mean, he's not interested in God. Let us pray. Go and pray your prayer now. Is it by force? Sister, let us pray. Please don't disturb me. I have things I'm doing. You married a stranger. Another sign that you marry a stranger is all his or her ex-lovers are still calling them. I mean, his WhatsApp or her WhatsApp is still lighting up with messages from the exes. They are still calling, hello, have you slept? Have you woken up? You, the husband, you are there, and she's saying, well, I'm just wearing my 19, that my 19 now. What are you wearing? And the husband is there. Or the girlfriend is calling, you can see that this is a girl that is calling and say, did I tell you to be monitoring me? I said, live your life, leave my life alone. Is it by force? You married a stranger. Some of them are a stranger because they use the children as a bait. When you see a woman using his child as a bait, like a baby mama now, who instead of facing the right thing, they use the children as pressure point, they use the children to collect money, that is a stranger. Because a true mother knows what he needs to do. When he collect the money now, he will not even spend it on the child. Well, let me leave that, but you know what I'm talking about. They only want money and the benefits that your life can offer them. Maybe you are a very recognized person, very popular person, so they enjoy it everywhere they go to. Oh, that's Mrs. So and so. Oh, that Mr. So and so. That's the only thing they are enjoying. They just like who you are generates and gives to them. Another sign is that they are committed to themselves and not to the union. They can spend thousands of nairas or dollars on themselves. Please, the children, I don't want anything. Don't be disturbing me. I have things I want to do for myself. You two, just take care of yourself and let me take myself. I don't want this wahala. I don't want to carry anybody up and down. I don't want to. Then sometimes you begin to wonder, okay, when you know you really are not interested in marrying, so why did you marry? Or why did they marry? I'll give you some examples. Some of them marry to get their parents off their back, to get the church or the society off their back. I'm talking of male and female. When they begin to get into the pressure of what are you still doing? What are you still waiting for? When is my grandchildren coming? So they just marry to say, okay, they want grandchildren, see grandchildren. They want me to marry, see the ring. After that, nobody should disturb me. Some of them marry for social status, like I said. If the person they are married to is a very popular person, they love the benefits of the name, the being seen, being known. Another one is some marry because it's an opportunity to get a visa. This woman that just came from Canada and she's a citizen and she need a husband, they begin to conform. Oh, this man just came from the US, he's a citizen, he's looking for a wife. And I begin to behave well so that you can, and that's how many people marry them. By the time you carry the woman abroad now, it turns to soldier hands against your life. He's the one calling police for you. You that you brought him there, he's about to send you out of the place. And it's vice versa. So you should know that the reason why he married you is for the visa. Some of these marriages, when I see them, you see a boy of 19 marrying a woman of 56 or 62. You should, except you will correct me when I see that as a gold digger, because I don't know how this is going to work. You see, so you know that because maybe it's you want to marry him because he will give you opportunity to get visa or to travel abroad. So don't marry somebody to satisfy visa requirement, because it's going to be a difficult journey when it comes to marriage. Some marry because, since the people I want did not come, let me just pick the person I see. So you now marry the person you see and you cannot show the person love. Maybe there's a particular lady he's interested in before now, and the lady now disappointing, and then like a knee-jerk action, just marries the next girl. That girl is going to suffer needlessly. Or maybe, since the kind of men that I want are not coming. You see, people who end up marrying Mr. Available or Mrs. Available, they are going to have strangers in their marriage because the two of them is not working. Some marry because they were chosen. What I mean by that is somebody just look, say that's your wife. Somebody just look, that's your husband. That's the person I have chosen for you when you are in university. I've already told the parents that this is your wife. You cannot say no. If you say no, we'll cut you off the family inheritance. And that's how they married people, the people that people chose for them. Then when you get there, you are like, me and this person cannot flow. Some marry to have their lifestyle. I don't want to mention things because of YouTube, you know what I'm talking about. They prefer this, whatever, you understand what I'm trying to say. So, but to cover their tracks, they will now go into normal marriage. But in that marriage, they will never go near their wife. They will never go near their husband. Instead, they will prefer, you know what I'm talking about. So the marriage is just to cover their tracks. Part of the covering the tracks is that getting married so that society can say, like in African society, when you are married, there are certain things that come with being married. Even no matter how young you are, like in Nigeria now, everybody will be quick to call you madam, mommy, so and so. Nobody, people that didn't use to respect you before, it's a married woman, don't talk to her like that. Begin to, so they marry for those things. Of course, some marry because of the way, like I told you before. Another one is that they marry. The reason why they marry is just to fulfill their cultural expectations. Some can marry for maybe because it is expected to them that in their family that is the standard, or maybe in the kind of religion they believe in. And I'm not saying this to despise anybody, that is what they believe in. So there are very, very reasons. You can even be worshiping an idol, and there are even churches now that believe in polygamy. So it's neither here nor there. I'm not saying it against any particular religion. I'm just giving you a general stance. It is the cultural expectation that as the son of so and so you should have 6 wives, or as the daughter of so and so you can have more than one husband. It's just some of these things. There are some things that some cultures allow, but I don't want to go into it to avoid too much controversy. Some people that people marry, the reason why they became strangers is because you married somebody who is wounded, somebody who is not healed, somebody who is still crying. And to deflect that crying and that wound, they rush into another marriage. When they got into that marriage, they now discover that the solution is not just marrying somebody else. You need to be healed first. So what I would recommend is this. If you know you are wounded or you are injured, because bouncing out of a broken heart situation straight into that situation, just to show them, just to prove to them you just went and just got married to, it's not good. If you know you are still injured or wounded because of a particular relationship you had, go for therapy, go for treatment, go to God. If your husband or your wife has become a stranger such that you now have what we call a sexless marriage, and is telling you you can go anywhere you want to go, if anybody is go and be doing it with everybody, no, forget about me. I know the things I'm interested in, and you do want to live a life of fornication and adultery, you need to take that marriage to God. Some are strangers in their marriage situation because of the spiritual requirements of the groups they belong to. The group they belong to may be in the group of don't sleep with a woman, or sleep with a woman like once in a year, sleep with your husband like once in a year. So you see, their commitment to the demands of their group does not allow them to get close to a man or to a woman. Close to be this one is that they may have a spirit husband or spirit wife who they like more than the physical one. I've handled situations whereby a husband told the wife that he like his spirit wife more than, so in the night he will leave and go to a particular place. But don't let me say too much, because so you see, marrying somebody who has a serious spirit husband or spirit wife, or who prefers to do the man and woman thing with his spirit husband or his spirit wife with the situation of a stranger, that thing can only be solved except God. And some of them, they may have a very violent spirit husband and spirit wife that will deal with them anytime they get intimate with you. There are even cases whereby a man and a woman will come together like this. Immediately they want to get close, something will just hit the woman or hit the man, and then you just discover that you married a stranger. Or the person may belong to a group whereby things like marriages are not counted as anything. So all those things that you are associating with marriage, that you expect as a husband and a wife, it does not interest them. They don't see it as anything. They are in a spiritual cloud that these earthly things are a distraction. Another reason why some behave like a stranger is I'm talking of spiritual things now, is it may be the evil liver of their father's house. Maybe you married somebody who don't take care of wife. His brother does the same. His mommy does the same. His father does the same. It is in their bloodline. Broken marriages is in their bloodline. Most of the marriages break. Why? Because the person they married to just get tired and just have no choice to live. And so you see, all of them are single, but all of them are married before. And every wife or husband who left that family is simply because they don't have emotions, they don't show love, they live like soulless people. So unless the evil family pattern is dealt with spiritually, whosoever marries such people will end up the same way. That's also why sometimes before you marry somebody, try to see their family, look at what is going on, so that you know what you are going into. I'm talking about whether male or female. So finally, what do we do? There are many things that can be done, but let me just talk a bit. I've said some as well coming now. Number one, God. Seek God to know what you are dealing with, to know what you are handling, and let Him tell you what to do. Seek qualified marriage consultants who can help. Seek therapy. Psychology can be applied to find out whether you are the problem or they are the problem, and if they are willing, both of you should go to marriage counseling or go for psychological or the psychology something. I don't know how to explain it. Another thing is, before you marry somebody, you need to investigate them. There are so many things I can talk about, but you understand. Then before somebody also marry, you find out, is this a gold digger or a name? He just wants to use your name. You need to check all these things. So those of you who are watching this video, who have experience in this area, what have you seen in life? Put it in the comment section. And if you have not subscribed to this channel, please do now, so that you can continue to get benefit of what we share with you. Comment, like, and share. God bless you. I'll see you in the next video.